Hey guys, welcome back to this week's video. Today we're gonna be doing I'm at the asshole video. I really like doing this. I know maybe some guys like watching these, so we're gonna be when I'm at the asshole again today. I already found one very open and ready for us to read. This one says I'm at the asshole for telling my husband that let me fix this. This is closer to me. I'm at the asshole telling my husband that we cannot take care of his friend's daughter. My 28 female, okay, yes, me 28 female husband, 37 female of 3 years, had two best friends, 27 male and 37 female. They both died a few months ago in a car crash. The youngest 3 female also died. The oldest 10 female was not in the car when it happened. They have no family. My husband met them both in foster care, and they all grew up together because of this. My husband was the one to manage the funeral and took care of everything. After the funeral, he was contacted by a social worker who told him that they had listed him in their will as the person who they want for the kids to go to if anything ever happened to them. Something they never told my husband. The social worker asked if we could be willing to take in his surviving daughter. We'll call her Alice. So I don't think you're on board with. I don't think you are on board with the whole thing. Let's continue. I don't know. Let's see. He agreed, but didn't consult with me at all. He just said he will. I didn't find out that I got home from work the next day and he was arranging our guest room into Alice's new room. I was upset, but didn't say anything in that moment. Yeah, I brought it up that we had agreed we didn't want kids. I explained, I'm really not a kid person. He said something like she has no one else, and I needed to stop it. A home visit was done to make sure our home was safe, and with us yet my space was being violated. Okay, I get the whole being like how can you go not telling your wife, hey, I'm being in, this is what's going on. Okay, the day I thought this on, the day we get married, what will happen? What will happen? And you tell me that you don't think that we're gonna take a kid in, and I think you're arranging my office or whatever, I'm gonna be pissed. I will. I guess he's hurt. Now let's continue saying then eventually Alice moved in with us. Ever since he's been basically attached to my husband at the hip. She's everywhere all the time. To be fair, they were really close. He would take her to a bunch of metal concerts and this weird art fair that comes around every year and other things. But now that it does AR, he's doing rival school and he works from home, so she does school in his office, and so she can be near him. She pays dogs just sits there whenever I'm around, but it feels awkward. When he's not working, he's forcing over her, taking her to therapy, taking in Alice's casework, etc. This girl has been kind of emo goth, like her mother and dad and my husband, which was kind of cute, but her thing with her obviously depends on her parents and zipping death. I think to a new level. I mean, like she's 10, so, and like you said, she's close with your husband, and then she's been attached to his hip. Like, I think kids sense the vibe and sense how and maybe with him she feels the comfort and loving, and like I get for you is like a yacht, because like you're not a kid person, but like I want that. I don't know how I feel right now. Let's continue and see. About 2 weeks ago, she had a nightmare, and my husband went to check on her, up on her. He never came back, and I found him sleeping in the morning on asleep on her bed with her. And now at least 2 times a week, she knocks on her bedroom door, asking if she can sleep with her. So now I'm staying with her in one bit of a private place. Okay, don't like. I think it's it's cute in a way, like okay, like. But right now she's going through a very very tough time. She has her mom and dad and your sister. So right now she's basically in a world that she doesn't understand. So of course it's gonna be a test for your husband, and that she's sleeping, like she got scared and she stepped with her. I think that's like, as an adult, like he, they would no, their bond is different. So like, you think you're gonna get annoyed so far. Let's see what happens. Maybe this one goes south. I don't know. I lost it a few days ago, and I went over him to tell him I can't deal with her being here, being everywhere. I told him that again. I didn't agree to having a kid. This isn't what I signed up for. He said again, said she has no one else, and then said she's all that left of my friends. I told them they could find another family for her. She's not a bad kid. It's not a problem. It'll be fine. She will find a new family easy. He gave me this note that I've never seen, but compared hatred and sadness and disappointment. Then I hear a note from the bedroom door, and I turned around and she was standing there and heard the whole thing, and she ended up running out of the house crying. My husband chased her after her, and the cops got caught by someone because they saw a man chasing a little girl and picked her up while she was crying. But then meant a police report got filed that apparently caused the caseworkers to get called. I've been trying to talk to my friends about it, and they were mostly said that I'm in the way. I didn't stand ever since. My mom said I'm being an asshole, and my husband has barely spoken to me the last few days. I've tried to talk to him about what happened, and he said he needs to send a call before we have that conversation. I know that he has a big heart and always wanted to take care of people, and I understand he lost his friend, and I never continue and wanted to listen. Because this post made the popular page of Reddit, and my husband found out it was about him. I'm not going to to anyone else, but after this update we are separating. Okay, that's why you're like a fucking boner page, and then like, okay, before I continue reading with the, okay, your husband going to a loss, that your girl's going to a loss. The fact that you said that stuff, and she was there and she heard that, like, now you know how one was he's feeling right now, that you goes for like, no one wants me. That was probably going to her head. Let's continue. He wanted me to paste his exact words. I appreciate what everybody has said. I understand why so many people felt I was being an asshole. At that moment, I wasn't considered thinking curious, and so my wife will understand that exact crooked of eyes. I said the reason for and any prior agreement about Tuesday. I was going to talk with her about it when she returned home from work, which is why she found me erasing the room. I realized the timing may not have been that clear, because I have handled that better. I could have handled better. Definitely that entirely on me. As for people wasn't concerned about me sleeping in Alice's bed, that one night she had a nightmare. Just to clarify, I fell asleep while reading her a book. Yes, she has slept in her bed a few times since she had a nightmare. Her therapist is aware of this, and and we already been discussing a healthy boundary and breaking out of this habit, as is a year too old to be sleeping with a car in his bed, while on a normal foster occurrence, this would be a concern. Her caseworker has noted that there are not much concern given I had been in her yard since she was an infant, and her placement with me was not a decision functional consideration. For those who had questions about my time and care, all I would say is that I have never talked to anyone about it. Maybe I should. What was so your hope about the system works? I assure you, for many of us, it was much worse. I refuse to be a victim or allow anyone around me to be a victim to that. I faced the consequences and I don't regret any of them. I did what I had to do. As for my wife and I was hoping we could find some way to reconnect this situation, and I'm still going to hold out some amount of hope. But after reading her comments, I'm yes hopeful. We will be separating for a time while we figure things out. I have asked her to make a final update as any additional occurred on mine or eyes desire don't need to be aired out to the public. I mean, I don't know what to say. He doesn't want. Okay, I think you're somewhat the asshole. I think that if yes, you may. I get the whole not wanting the whole kids thing, but that to see from the kid's point of view, that man, like that thing from whole, like yeah, like from whole eyes, and then the fact that you said those things and she heard it, now she's gonna go around thinking that no one wants her, or she feels like a burden because of the comment you made. I want to see what the click. Okay. I won't like if I wouldn't want to pay that you go anyone else because of the bonds you already has with your husband. Okay. Now, let's read this one. I might have asked her for not defending my wife. My girlfriend and I went to my family's house for dinner. My girlfriend was meeting my family for the first time. My parents, my brothers, and my sisters. My older brother is autistic and still lives at home. He has a job and could live on his own, but he likes living at home, and my parents like having him there. My girlfriend asked my brother why he still lives at home. He said he likes it there. She asked him why he didn't want to be independent, and he said independent wasn't a reversal. She said said definitely was, and he asked why. She said independent meant freedom. He said freedom doesn't equal to reversal, and she said it was a vote. My mother asked my girlfriend how she was paying for college. She said 8 and yawned. My mom said, sounds like you weren't independent either. My girlfriend gave me an exact note. I asked what she needed. She asked me if I was going to say anything. I didn't tell her something else. After we left, my girlfriend was upset. I didn't take off for her. I tend to talk that isn't that helpful? She said I to have defended her to my mom. I don't see why she started. I'm at the end of not defending for her. Okay. Okay, she was okay. I'm gonna say it's 50-50. I feel like she was asking questions to your brother, and your mom doing said what she said. Okay. Yes, she's getting help, but no, but she's paying, unless she's paying the yours back. But college is expensive, so like you want to pipe down. Okay, the customer says, but I find like you probably to have defended your brother and told her to stop paying. That was part of her for a first meeting with the beautiful mom. I mean, like, I think it's 50-50. Like, you guys can put in the comments if you guys think it's 50-50. Okay. Now this one says, am I the asshole for breaking up with my boyfriend after he made a very inappropriate comment to my sister? I'm going to start by saying I don't think I'm the asshole, but from now my ex-boyfriend claims I have been overreacting and crazy. I've been dating this guy for 3 years, and I really thought he was the one. But today he made me very clear he changed my mind. I have a half sister, 16. I'm 22. Girl, you're 22. Girl, we're still young up in here. We can manipulate. We have the same dad and different moms. And we don't look alike. Must alike. 2 years ago, my dad deported a Soviet from and he passed away about a couple of months. Needless to say, it was the hardest thing my sister and I had to face in life. My sister took it very hard. She used to love going to the gym and working out. She stopped doing so. She also started eating much more junk food and ended up gaining a lot of weight. But the day my boyfriend and I went to my sister's house, as her mom had invited all of us for lunch, we were eating homemade pizza, and my sister ended up asking her mom if she can have another slice. That's when my boyfriend said, "Are you sure you want another slice?" And another one looking like that. My sister got up on the table and ran to her room. I was in shock. I wasn't able to tell him anything or follow my sister to the room with I deeply regret. Thankfully, my boyfriend and I dated the girl. So before he told me home, I told him it was over because he cannot disrespect my son like that. Especially he had been there when my dad died and knew how much it made us both feel. I tried to call my sister and she won't answer. I texted him and asked if she's okay. She says she's okay and she's not mad at me, but she doesn't want to talk to anyone right now. I'm going over to her mom's house after she's done with school tomorrow and bring her some flowers. I know I'm not the one who said anything, but I hope she can forgive me for not stepping up. I wasn't shocked, and I hope she understands. You're not the asshole. I think he was the asshole, and I think you did the right thing. Like, what if you two got together? Like, what if the next time he said something else to her? Like, okay, I don't, like, who cares if he eats another type of pizza? Like, oh my god, like, okay. So I'm gonna read this one, because this one's like, this one caught my attention. Maybe it doesn't, no, not this one, because it doesn't give us a backstory. It doesn't give us a backstory. I want a backstory. Okay. So this one says, am I the asshole for referring to my missing partner as my gay boyfriend? I, 26 male, have a girlfriend, 27 female, and we were talking about if we can bring back anyone to talk to them one last time. Who would it be and why? She says she would love to talk to anyone from 1,000 years ago to see what the world was really like back then. I instead said I would be really interested in talking to my gay boyfriend, who went missing a couple years ago, to find out what actually happened to him. I never got bubble information on him, and he has been missing one day. I don't know anything, and I always wanted to know what happened, but everybody has assumed he's gone forever, so I will never know. My girlfriend's mood switched up after that, and she ended up being very rude to me all day. I kept asking her what was up. It took a couple times because he finally said something pushing me off all days. He told me the fact that I still talk about him and refer to him as my gay boyfriend instead of my ex annoyed her. She told me that it was rude to call him my gay boyfriend. I have a girlfriend. I asked her why, and she said it meant that I don't value him as an ex, and if he ever comes back, I will probably be more interested in him. I told her he's been missing for years and that he isn't going to come back, and that's the reason I don't call him my ex, because we never broke up. To me, ex sounds like it's a negative thing, and the concept of calling a man who I unfortunately lost my ex sounds terrible. I told her I was sorry that she was upset, and that I just mourned him a lot more. I just mourned him a lot more, but it's been years, and even if we ever showed up again, I'm with her now, and I love her. I told her I didn't love him, and I will always have enough for him, but in my heart, but it's been so long, I never moved on. She was so angry, and nothing I seemed to say helped. She told me I shouldn't have been talking about someone else I used to be with while I have a girlfriend. I tried saying that it was the topic of conversation, and that it was that I wanted to know what happened to him. She wasn't happy with any of this, and stormed out into the end. And she's been nasty towards me for the last few days. I haven't properly apologized for talking about him, because I felt I haven't felt I was in the wrong for doing so. At first, but now I'm second guessing myself of how Lawrence has been angry. Okay, I feel like you're not the asshole here. Because you guys were talking and you was like, oh, I wonder what happened. And if I was dinner to my partner, right, I was like, oh, who was on you been back? Oh, well, like, I will probably do the same thing. Like, everybody, like, she needs to grow up, because she's 27. How are you gonna tell me that you can't be telling, because that he said, yeah, because you guys never really broke up. You guys never, like, this dude went up and missing. So, of course, so people do that and no one gets upset. But I don't know. Let's read. Okay. So I'm gonna read this last one and I'm gonna end it with this story. I had a small birthday dinner at my apartment with my parents, my sister, and her husband and 2 friends. I cooked and planned everything myself, because I actually wanted to celebrate this year. Halfway the dinner, my sister stood up and announced she was pregnant. Everybody started crying and celebrating. The rest of the night turned into baby talk. Even when my cake came out, people were still commenting on her news. My mom even said it was the best gift she could have asked for. I didn't say anything at the time. Her and her husband are staying with me for a few days. The next morning, she asked for my Wi-Fi password to look at baby stuff. I told her to use her own data. Now she's calling me immature, and my parents said I'm ruining a happy time. I know it sounds petty, but I feel like she has attacked my birthday. I'm like the asshole. I feel like you sisters do a wait the next day to say, hey, I'm pregnant, or the day before. Like she probably knew and wanted to wait. She told us wait at least the next day and have your day. I don't think people say it's pay, but like she did, like, it was your birthday. It was all about you, and now and you all your family decided much focus on the baby. Like yo, it's my birthday, not yours. Like if someone did that, I'll be pissed, and me being me, I would have said something. So this comes to the end of it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. See you guys next time. Bye.